Biggest show in the city, posted on the corner with yours truly incognito, Mr. YNT.
I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
You dig?
Original hot boy Turk is here. What's up, big dog?
I'm cool and incognito, you heard me?
Man, congratulations on the Joseph album.
Appreciate it, bro.
That Joseph
Appreciate
story
it.
is one of them strong stories.
Yeah, I just let you hear a little of that thing, man. But you gotta go dissect it. And you know, once you hear it, I promise, bro, you gonna hit me and you gonna be like, bro, you wasn't lying, bro. Yeah.
When it came time to pick a title for the album, was Joseph always the title that you went with?
Yes, man. It was like something that was what Joseph was my favorite story when I was in my situation. You know, when I was on my little vacation and you know, if you know, you know. And I used to read that book a lot, man. And I related to Joseph so much from the betrayal, the lies, the incarceration, you know what I'm saying? And the favor from God. And I be dreaming a lot and God be showing me visions. So it was like, damn, I relate to Joseph. And I always had a vision of me doing something with that name. You know, I didn't just know it was gonna be an album. You feel me? When I came home and how my life had been playing out, it just made sense. You know, I ain't do an album since 2001. 24 years, you know what I'm saying? This is my first album. I did mixtapes and EPs, but this is my first album in 24 years. I've been doing this since 14. So it only made sense, bro, to go with that, you know what I'm saying? And I followed my heart. I moved out on faith and it's doing what it's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when it came to the artwork, it's like from the beginning of the artwork of the album all the way to the music that you put in there. How was it choosing that artwork?
I work with my fans, bro. You feel me? It's like my fans been going through this thing with me. You know what I'm saying? So a fan did the artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always be on social media. You know, a lot of people be thinking that that's a bad thing for artists to be on social media and, you know, interact with the people. But that's a great thing. Feel me? That's why I tell people all the time, bro, he who controls the narrative always touch the people. You feel me? And people are trying to turn your testimony into a messimony at all times. If you're not in front the lie, bro, people believe that. You know what I'm saying? And there been so many lies out on me. And my fans, I think they kind of resonated with my story so much, bro, to where, you know, when one of them reached out, they were like, man, I want to do the album cover. And they just designed it. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just made all the sense in the world because when I'm on social media with them, I'm explaining and I'm telling them this story. Like I do spiritual stuff with them. I do financial stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? I work out with them. I do everything, my life. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, man, they know my story so much. The fan that did it, Benji, shout out to Benji. He seen what was going on and he just matched it to the T, you know what I'm saying? And all it took was one time.
Yeah. If you had to
Yeah.
describe your mood today using one record off the album, what song you going with?
Joseph. Joseph, bro. Like, my name Hot Boy Turk, but you could call me Joseph. Like, that spirit just, underdog spirit. You know what I'm saying? You really the big dog, but in the world, you the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to take credit for a lot of stuff that I did. When they can't take the credit, they try to discredit. And when they can't discredit, they try to take the credit. So it's like, can I have something? You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I'm not who I say I am and not who the people saying I am, what's the fuss about? Why people get mad? Why they get upset? Why it be so much of, you know, I'm trying to stop him from doing this and doing that. I got to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I'm the chosen one, bro, for this time, bro. Like getting the reaction and, you know, the feedback from the people. It's like it's God, bro. Like I just keep on giving God the glory for what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thank God just working in my life, man. Like I was shot at 52 times. The story we gonna take it back there, and by the SWAT team. SWAT team don't miss. You know,
Strange.
I didn't get hit or grazed, bro. But before that shootout with the police officers, I was on heroin and cocaine. You know what I'm saying? That was my drug of choice, and I was addicted. Every day I needed that to even operate. I couldn't do nothing. I didn't feel normal. So I wound up ODing. You know what I'm saying? Twice, and probably like one to the next day I did it again. You know what I'm saying? And I was tired of drugging. I was tired of doing drugs. You know, I think everybody that's doing drugs out there is tired, but they can't quit. I was just like that. I got on my knees, bro, and I prayed to God, me and my wife, you know, and I told God, I said, the only way I'm gonna stop doing drugs, and I was sincere. I say, if it's life threatening, you know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes you gotta be mindful of what you pray for. You feel me? 3 days later, bro, that's when the SWAT team came in, thought I was being robbed. I never intended to, harm no police because that's insane. Any other person, any other rapper would try to run with that story, but I was really defending myself, you know what I'm saying? I never knew who it was or none of that. And they shot in there, man, 52 times, bro. I was in the closet, you
Yeah.
know, and I didn't get hit or grazed. My girl didn't get hit or grazed, you know. And I wound up having to go sit down for 8 months, 16 days. You feel me? So I knew from that point on, bro, God had a calling on my life. Now, I didn't know what it was, and I'm still figuring it out, but I'm more aware now than I was then because I have humbled myself under God, never under man, you know, and I hear him more because I'm conscious. So I don't know, man. I just move with it, and I listen to my wife a little bit more
Come
because
on.
she's inclined, you know what I'm saying? So and things just working out for the good.
Yes. Growing up a Hot Boy fan, I remember hearing that story.
Mm-hmm.
That even after the 52 shots, for them to come in and you to survive that, still,
Yeah,
that's a blessing in itself.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. So this project Joseph is out. I've noticed that it came out and then it got taken down. What's the reasoning for it being taken down, or was there some legal things on there?
I think the devil was busy on a Sunday too.
Mm.
Like that's a powerful, powerful person to be able to get something took down on a Sunday. Like everything closed, you
For
know what
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's day rest.
But it went up. I'm talking about the people was going crazy. Like it was like crack, bro. Like everybody was talking about it. Like they was excited, nostalgia. Like because I had them hyped it up.
Mm-hmm.
I say my album was gonna be better than everybody. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And people was like trying to see if they could clown me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, you tripping? You said this, but it wasn't. That wasn't the case. People like, man, he said that, and it really is. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody's saying. If you go on social media, that's what everybody's saying. They're saying the Clips. Shout out to the Clips. They got the best group album, and they might got a label situation. I don't know, but I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? YNT is all me and my team, and they saying I got the number one album. My album was needed for hip hop. You know, And I mean, it's nothing more than a blessing, bro. You feel me? I'm grateful for it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Were there some features on the album that we may have missed?
Yeah, man. The initial drop, I had Birdman on a song called All the Money. Um, I kind of like sensed that it probably would have been a little issue, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want that to be an issue. It's still out right now on all platforms, but I didn't want to put it on my album to hinder my album. You know what I'm saying? So I made a decision with my team to take that song off. I had another situation with the song with CeeLo. You know, I don't want to go too far into it because my team is still working on it. But I had to go through a situation with that, and I got that situation taken care of. And it wasn't CeeLo, you know what I'm saying? I had another situation with the Kodak and Wayne record. You know, they got a thing called whitelist and blacklist. Feel me? You do these records with these artists, bro, and what a lot of people don't know, an artist might have good intention, but if the record label know that you're independent and they don't have no say, no control, they can't do this, and the artist is signed to these labels, I believe the record labels can step in and say, shut it down. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know who did what, but I had three different situations. So I don't know where it could have came from. You know what I'm saying? Um, but my album did get took down. My distributor, you know what I'm saying, is working on getting it back up now. You know, I have an app. So I was able to go in survival mode to where y'all could get the songs that got took down exclusively on my app. You know what I'm saying? So you could get 1 through 18 on my app. Hot Boy Turk is in the app stores now, Google Play stores, you know what I'm saying, until they put it back on Apple. I believe it's on other platforms still up, you know, it's doing well. But yeah, man, that was kind of like a blow because the way it came out and how the people was going crazy for it, I know I would have been number one. I would have been up there with NBA YoungBoy, man, you know, and you know, people counted me out. But that's that Joseph, you know what I'm saying? What the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that with all of the controversy that going on with my situation, getting kicked off the tour, you know, a lot of people thinking it's one thing when it was something else, you know what I'm saying? All of that is gonna work in my favor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because God have favor on my life, you know, and I'm just enjoying it, man. So the devil can't handle me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real.
Before walking into your first studio session with Cash Money, what's something you would tell your younger self now?
Don't do drugs, bro. You know, drugs studied my growth, man, to the point where I didn't get the respect. You know what I'm saying? I think people take advantage of people who don't have a clear conscience, clear mind. And now how I'm outspoken now, back then the drugs had me quiet. I just was enjoying the high and la la land, you know what I'm saying? And I never took care of my business the way I take care of my business now. So, you know, anything that clouds your mind, bro, is a bad thing. Feel me? You need a clear conscience in order to do things in this world. And if I had to tell myself anything, man, it'd be like, you know, don't do drugs, man. You know, and I know that sound cliche, but I really mean that. You know what I'm saying? No drugs, because people try to say, well, I just do a little weed, I do a little this, I do a little that. Anything that's mind altering, you know, even drinking, just being real, all of it. You know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, a clear mind, sober mind is the best mind to have. You feel me? And that's just from experience.
Sure. What's your favorite Hot Boy studio session of all time?
A time when we was in New York, you know, we got stuck on the elevator, you know, me, Wayne, BG. We was you know, little kids just, you know, having fun. We got stuck on the elevator and the song Help, you know, that's how that song got, you
Guerrilla
know.
Warfare.
Yeah, guerrilla warfare. We was on the elevator, man. After just moving around, knowing we ain't supposed to be here, we supposed to be in the studio. Elevator got stuck, man, and you know New York got them small little elevators. I don't know. I think it was Quad Studio, I believe. It's so small, bro. It was like, man, spooky at the same time. We on that thing, help, somebody help, you know what I'm saying? And that's why BG come with the song, you know, and it just was crazy, man. Like, it's a lot of more other things that I did. But when I talk about my stories, man, a lot of people get mad about them. But to me, they was some good times, you know, because we overcame so much, bro. You know, being transparent with the people is what got me where I'm at, you know. But a lot of my stories that was good, it had other people involved in them. So, you know, I would let them tell their side and, you know, make it fair, you know what I'm saying, not spoil it. But Man, just being around those guys, bro, was always a highlight. You know what I'm saying? We always had fun.
Man, speaking of fun, I used to live vicariously through you all on the We on Fire video.
Yeah,
Man, how fun was that, Turk?
that was fun, man. That was real fun. BG actually caught on fire, like literally caught on fire on that video. You know what I'm saying? And me and Wayne were like, man, well, we ain't letting them put the fire on us. You feel me? Because they wanted all us. Like, if you look in the video, you see Juvie on fire, like literally, like their hands, their arms on fire, probably from here to there. BG on fire. But me and Wayne, after seeing BG catch a fire, you know, they had to put him out. We like, nah, we ain't gonna do the fire scene, so we never got our arms out, you know what I'm saying, on fire. But, you know, them running through the projects, running through the hoods, running through Valleys and Magnolia, being chased, man. Like, man, we got our real workout on that video, man. And that to me was like the real video, like the one of the realest, cause man, they had like movie type stuff, like even with the glass, like when I jumped out the window, it was a glass that they made out of some type of, you know, substance. I don't know how they did it, but it kind of cuts you if you jump in it wrong. Like they giving us all these instructions. Mind you, I'm on these drugs, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. I wind up cutting my arm, you know what I'm saying, jumping through it. When you see me just coming through it, I had to be the first one to come. You know, nobody else ain't want to come, but you only could do it once.
Yeah.
So they sent me out, you know what I'm saying? I come through that, man, I jump, and you can see us kind of slipping down on it, falling. But, you know, like, it was cool, bro. Like, we had fun, man, when we were making those movies, bro. For real, for real.
As you're evolving and you're sharing your art with the world, at what moment did you go, I'm hot boy Turk? Like, we just ain't from the boot no more. The world know us.
To be honest, bro, it took a minute for me to even realize, because I always was still in the trenches, still around people who are not going on tour. You know, I never did feel like a celebrity. Never, ever. And I still don't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm a people's person. So it's like I'm just Turk. When people be like, and I got it from Atlanta a lot, from people who I like to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wanted to be you when I was young. And they be messing me up, bro. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But I never even, you know what I'm saying? I'm just regular person, bro, just doing something that can, you know, that take care of my family, dog. You know what I'm saying? I thank God to have the talent and the gift for it. You feel me?
Right now, when you're sharing your art with the world, is it more therapeutic or storytelling for you?
Both. It's both, man. Cause I be having so much on my mind, bro. And with social media, it's so easy for you to jump on live or jump on Twitter and just vent, you know. I found the way in my music, instead of me getting on live and just saying things and I can't take it back, you know what I'm saying? I put it in the music. By the time I get in the music, I could kind of like take this out, take that out. Cause sometimes, man, it just be, ugh.
Mm.
Like I got some stuff that I didn't put out after listening to it. I'm like, man, this is gonna start a war. You know what I'm saying? Because I be letting my real raw emotions come out when it's time, when I get in that boot, you know. And my wife, she didn't heard it all, you know what I'm saying? One day I probably will release it, but there's a lot of stuff, bro. They heard that real raw, uncut, explicit, no edit, no engineer involved, you know what I'm saying? They'll really get the true raw emotions of how I be feeling. So I say it's therapeutic and storytelling, you know what I'm saying?
Keeping it raw, honest, the only way that Turk could do it. What's the most disturbing part about the relationship with Cash Money right now?
We can't really get an overstanding. Like, it's so many people, man. I be feeling like the divide to conquer is their strength more than us coming together, being, you know, on one accord and strength and really like getting that second win. You know, I don't believe nobody got that second win. Well, until I drop Joseph, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I got the second win now. But I believe us coming together, bro, having an overstanding with each other. You know the history of Cash Money. Like, we went through lawsuits. He done dissed him. He done dissed him. But the crazy part, I never dissed anybody. Now I didn't got on social media and popped it and talked. A lot of people say I be slick dissing, man. If you know me, I don't do no slick doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be direct. I'm gonna call names. Y'all saw how me and homie was. You feel me? I think, man, if we just sat down like at a table like this and it just was us and everybody just got it off their chest. We never got it off our chest yet. And I think me speaking out now and starting to talk is gonna open up the doors for that, because that's the only way we gonna be able to let our kids, cause our kids walk on eggshells, and it's like, I don't know if it's cool for me to do this, cool for me to do that, because our daddy really, we see what's going on. People don't believe in Santa Claus no more. You know what I'm saying? But I just think if we had a real conversation, sit down with nobody else, no cameras, nobody else in there, just the people who created together, we'll be in a better place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money can't fix everything. Time money mess things up. And if the relationship is not good, that money really gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? Like God gonna step in and say, hey man, this ain't really what I put y'all back together for. You feel me? I just feel like, I see the big picture because I'm woke, bro. And I think a lot of the fans see that. You know, I don't have no problem with nobody. I done said that so many times. But I don't understand what it is. And I think it's just misunderstanding. You feel me?
I remember the excitement that the fans got when we heard that, you all were going back on tour, celebrating these years. Well, recently we just saw in the headlines that you're no longer on the tour. What's the true story with that?
The true story is, man, the promoter and the booking agent try to get everybody to take less money because the tickets wasn't selling. And this tour started in March. We have rescheduled dates. They didn't, to me personally, I feel like they stepped in and stopped another tour from happening, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it was like this booking agent and these promoters are really sabotaging other things that we could have been a part of, you know what I'm saying? And we signing up for it, you know what I'm saying? Once one give out, we only got one and they didn't give us the money for this, so we got to go with whatever they want to go with. So I'm thinking in their mind, like, okay, well, we got them to go for this. We gonna string them along to go for something else. At this point, bro, I'm like, man, look, man, I'm not gonna keep on compromising and improvising, you know what I'm saying, with what y'all want, I'm about to stand on my ground. I don't know what nobody else did or what nobody else would do. When I didn't get paid in Nashville, bro, the promoter, that situation, that story, he wound up being missing in action. I didn't have no overstanding about why y'all want to give me less of my money that I supposed to have, and I signed a contract for something else. And I'm not talking too much in it because I got legal situation going on. But they was trying to paint a picture that I was a threat, that I was a problem on a tour. And I'm just like, where that come from? If I was a problem on a tour, why y'all even offer me less money? And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have conversations and y'all have a meeting every Wednesday. Y'all never even said that in the meetings. It wasn't until I said, man, I wanted all my money after not getting paid in Nashville. I want all my money in Cleveland, Chicago, and Detroit. 4:00 in the morning, they sent a email to my manager, and basically it was saying that you are terminated from the tour because of a security threat. Now, mind you, I'm prepared to go do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Nashville, about to get on the flight to go to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? 4:00 in the morning, you terminated. So, I could have went to Cleveland and, you know what I'm saying, but that wouldn't have been the right way to do it. You know, I got my lawyer instantly on it. Me and my wife did a live. You know, she explained the situation in more detail, and that's where it all came from, bro. But it all started because the promoter didn't have the money to pay. You feel me? Didn't have the money to pay, and I don't know if they even finishing out this tour. We had 8 more dates left on this tour. We only did 2 dates. You know what I'm saying? They kept setting them off. So they went on to do Cleveland, Chicago, and Detroit. Detroit was a seller. Everything else did not sell. So this might be a exclusive, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But I don't even think they're gonna finish the rest of these tours. And before they could put it on me, we got in front of it. They was trying to make it seem like I was a problem. They had a press release that they were about to put out saying I was this, but we intercepted that. And, you know, God intercepted it. You know what I'm saying? Because they was going to make it seem like Turk was a problem, and that's why he got put out. But the problem was they didn't have money to pay the back end. And, you know, I wanted all mine. You feel me? And that's just the real, honest truth with me not saying too much because of legal, you know, my legal team is on the business.
Getting into the mind of Turk. Hot Boy Turk is here, posted on the corner with yours truly, Incognito. Manny Fresh, producer extraordinaire. What's one of your favorite Manny Fresh beats?
For me, man, you know, it had to be my first solo song, you know, Living in the Third. You know, I always wanted to be with Cash Money. I used to call, you know, Baby Beeper, and, you know, me and BG kind of went to the same middle school, Green. And, you know, after seeing how them girls used to be, because he was a rapper, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Because once upon a time, you know, me and him used to rap at the same school. He from 13, I'm from Uptown, New Orleans. And I remember doing a little diss record, you know what I'm saying, where I was dissing, you know, and, you know, but never was a hater. I know the people gonna be like, hey, he been hating on BG. But nah, it just was competition, you know what I'm saying? And just to be able to get on the label with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, BG to me was like Magnolia Slim was our Tupac. You know what I'm saying? He was like the little brother. You feel me? Because the whole New Orleans loved the way how he sounded. He sounded like Magnolia Slim. You know, when Magnolia Slim would be in and out of jail, we had BG. You know what I'm saying? He was talking that talk. If you was in the streets, if you was, you know, in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was able to relate to him. So when I got with them, bro, you know, it was an honor. You know, and then they wound up putting me in Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? Me and Lil Wayne had got cool from day. Me and him met each other. And Juvie was the big bro from the Magnolia, you know what I'm saying? Me and him stayed in the same project, the same side of the project, the old side, TC. And it just all came together, bro. Like, I just think it was God's will, you know? It was, in the beginning, it was 5 of us, you know what I'm saying? BG Derek, which is baby nephew. He went on to become a solo artist, and the Hot Boys just, you know, we held it down, bro. And I never knew how big the Hot Boys was, to be honest, until I got incarcerated and people was talking about it. And, you know, because you be in New Orleans and it's like your mind is just there, you local. But, you know, I caught my case in Memphis, so I got to see other people mentality about how Cash Money and the Hot Boys and the big timers, how they crazy about them, you know what I'm saying? And man, it just was crazy.
And y'all
bro.
was trendsetting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
setting the tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People wanted to dress like us,
Yeah.
talk like us. I'm him. Like that messed me up, bro. When people were like, I'm him. I'm Turk. I'm Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't believe that. But then after hearing it from so many people, like, oh man, this was really going on.
Yeah. No matter what has happened throughout your professional career with Cash Money, when it comes to Wayne, what's a vivid memory and conversation that y'all have shared as brothers?
Man, Wayne, bro, was like this, you know. I believe when I went to jail, you know, and also, you know, when the camp broke up, Wayne was, but it started for me going to jail in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? That kind of separated our relationship. And me and him always, bro, was close. You feel me? Like we did everything together. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much because people be getting mad, man. You know, but bro, we did a lot of stuff, man. Me and Wayne used to just do everything together, dog. You feel me? Like I'm talking about, it wasn't nothing that we didn't do. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fun. You know, we shared a lot of conversations about things that we disliked. You know, at once upon a time, Juvie used to sing like he was getting the favoritism around there. And me and Lil Wayne, you know, was outside a hotel one day, and we used to hear like Master P used to give his artists like houses, Rolex, a gun, and a car. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no cars at the time. So me and Wayne were like, man, bro, man, we go to Master P. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't know that, but we never did. You know what I'm saying? But then we started getting our cars and our Rolex and things of that nature. But once upon a time, Juvie was the only one getting that. But knowing what I know now, Juvie was selling records. You feel me? And he was the star at the time. You feel me? And we just had to wait our turn. That's all, bro. And when our turn came around, we was able to get the things that we got. You feel me? But that was a conversation that we had that just never came to pass. But we thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
What was your initial feeling when you heard Wayne record, Man, I Miss My Dog?
Um, he was mad at me. Like from our relationship that we had, Wayne expected me to stay there. But I don't think he really like understood like when I was in jail in New Orleans. I didn't feel that Cash Money love being in jail and I'm right in New Orleans. You feel me? I went to trial and I was facing 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And I had an album out, I think, Young and Thuggin', you know what I'm saying? But I was drugging and thugging at the same time. And I used to blame myself at times, but I'm like, man, I can't blame myself. You feel me? I'm a kid. You know what I'm talking about? These are grown men, I didn't have the support that I felt like I should have had when I was going through my incarceration, being happened to go to trial and almost got found guilty. So when I came home, after I beat the trial, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, Juvie gone, BG gone. I know what it was like when I was in jail, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the support. I don't know if it was tough love or what. But I'm about to go where BG at. You feel me? And I regret doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, things happen. You feel me? And that was a situation, a time in my life where I felt like, when you down, bro, you really be needing support. You know what I'm saying? And when you have people that you look up to and you respect, you know what I'm saying, and they don't come through for you, and they probably have every reason not to. But I think when a person is in a situation and they're a part of you, part of something that they built with you, and you ain't never supposed to turn your back. And I felt like at that time they turned their back on me. So what it don't make what I can't be here. You feel me? And that's why I left. You know what I'm saying?
With the world watching, is it safe to say this family business, bro? Like, in families, we go through our ups and downs. You can't choose it.
It ain't no family business to me, bro. Certain things is family business. There's a lot of stuff that I know that I won't never expose to the world. You know what I'm saying? Social media is in our business because we are public figures. So, when you say family business, I think like when you see me and BG ad out, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, it's just social media. It's a time where you see it. You feel me? I think social media have made people sensitive to, well, this will happen regardless. You feel me? This happened anyway. Y'all just seeing it play out in real time. You know what I'm talking about? But the things that I really know, that I know that, I feel like I keep family business. I went did time, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. I kept family business to myself. You feel me? So when you say family business, you got to give me credit from standing 10 toes down on family business. You feel me? And that's just what it is. So like that when I hear people saying that shit, you speaking family business, that's some that should be, man, come on, like, you know. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like I'm a real one. Don't try to take that away from me. You feel me? Like I'm one of the ones for real. You know, and I feel like I should have more credit than talking about when we were young. We had to fake it till we make it once upon a time. You know what I'm saying? And then when Manny Fresh come say the same thing, I guess since I said it, oh, it is cool. But he said we did. You feel me? So it just be like, I feel like it be favoritism, dog. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't mad about it. I understand now. I'm a grown man now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish that people stop trying to run with the narrative, because if you tell a lie on me, I'm going to tell the truth. But family business, man, I'm one of the ones that stand 10 toes down, bruh. And loyalty is always with me. But I expect the same thing, you know what I'm saying? They don't just expect me to be that way. And then when it come time for you to be, you know what I'm saying, stand on family business is family business. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to disown me and then talk about I ain't standing on family business and try to make an excuse. Well, before all of this, where was the family business? You feel me? So, you know, like, we could go back and forward and I could, like, plead my case and say this, say that, but then, you know, we won't get nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? But the conversation, I feel like if we were to have that conversation, I'd be able to look you eye to eye and let you know. And then if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying, I'm man enough to be like, you know what, I see your point of view, but you got to see mine. It ain't just no one person point of view. It ain't just baby point of view. You feel me? Nah, that's just what it is, bro.
If you can act in one of your favorite movies, what movie you acting in?
Reckless. My movie that I got that I'm, you know, that's gonna be out real soon, man. Cause that's just my life story. You feel me? I want my sons to play my younger. You know, I got twins. My little boy, then my 25-year-old. Then I come in and just show the world, man, everything that I'm saying right now, more in depth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your story, bro, it never changes. It only expands. And I'm still creating. I'm still, you know, making history, bro. And the world got to know who Turk is and not who they try to say Turk is, bro. You feel me? Like, I don't be appreciating you trying to, you know, take credit for stuff that I didn't did. You know, like, you can't say I didn't contribute when I contribute a lot. You feel me? And anybody gonna stand up. Like, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand up when you try to say this didn't matter, when it mattered a lot, because people is showing you that. You know what I'm talking about? When Turk ain't on that stage, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So forget how you feel. What a family business at. That ain't family business. You feel me? That's favoritism. So, you know, but it's all good. I'm on this Joseph. And Joseph had to go through that, bro. Joseph had to go through that. So I understand in the spiritual standpoint of it, you know. Like, I got love for them dudes, bro, but I'm no longer about to be a doormat. Like, you could just walk over me and you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna happen. Feel me?
Salute to you for keeping different irons in the fire, from creativity to the movies to the Joseph album to even podcasting with my dog Beehive, man.
Yeah,
Like,
shout out to B.
How
Yeah.
that feel, bro? Like, just
It's
sitting there.
love, man. Like, man, shout out to Beehive, bro, because Beehive is one of those ones where, man, I'm gonna stand in the fire with you. A lot of people like, man, don't why you doing that with him? You know, cause he a real one. He understand. Like, it's some people that understand that ain't with the politics. You know, they can't be bought. They could be taught. You know, and God just sends certain people in your life. You feel me? And me and Dog been, holding it down, doing what we do. Like I might crash out, but he don't let it be. He don't put it out. And Beehive do that with everybody. He been doing that for years. Now when Beehive just say, "Hey man, forget everybody," Beehive got a lot of stuff that he edited out from a lot of people that he could make a bankroll off. I'm just gonna let y'all know. But Beehive a real one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Cause he just be wanting to see people win, dog. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, man, I appreciate homie. For real.
So you out here in the A, man. One of my, proudest moments is Long Live Bankroll Fresh. We just celebrated his life over
Yeah.
his birthday. He had the Hot Boy, and then
Yeah.
you was the first one
Yeah.
to put a verse on that. How did that come about, and what was that relationship
Man,
about?
Bank actually reached out. I don't know how we got on the phone, but one day, man, I was in Memphis and me and him wound up being on the phone. And from that, we just connect. And he was like, man, my mom is a big fan of you, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was like, he remind her of me. You know what I'm saying? And we just used to be vibing, bro, and kicking it. And one thing led to another, man. Me and Bank used to always be at like South by Southwest with each other. We was putting a tour together, like some hot boy thing, because he was moving around. Bank was active. And he was trying to bring me back. Like he looked up like, man, I rock with you, OG. You know what I'm saying? And I was like his big brother, bro. He was like a little bro, and when that happened, man, I remember, man, coming to Atlanta and going to the studio, and they had a hawk that just flew over the studio, bro. I believe that we filmed it. And I don't know where this hawk, it was a big old hawk, bro. I'm like, man, that's Bank, because I didn't believe that he was gone, you know what I'm saying? But when that hawk flew over that studio, I can't think of the studio, but where the situation happened
Street
at
is it?
Street is X. Man, I don't know if it was somebody pet hawk or it just was a hawk. If it was bankroll in the hawk spirit, you feel me? But when that hawk flew over, bro, I'm like, damn, man, that's Bank. Let him know he all right. You feel me? And I wrote this song, man, when I left the studio called "This Is Still My Nigga." You know what I'm saying? And I got the blessing to do the video on Smith Street from his dad and his mom. And that's when I met Lil PJ and his daughter, his son, you know what I'm saying? And his whole family just kind of like embraced me. So, yeah, man. R.I.P. Bankroll. Bankroll was a real one, dog. And I believe if he was still here, man, he'll have Atlanta on fire, man, for
Facts.
real.
Facts. If Turk had a superpower, what would it be?
Changing people's mindset. Like, literally, like, because, bro, it seemed like if I could just get in your mind and let you see, like, what it is. Because some people mind be made up, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? And they be messing up so many things because they want to be stuck on stupid. I use my power to change people's mind for the right, bro, just so they can live a peaceful life and, you know what I'm saying, get what's rightfully theirs, bro. Because I think a lot of people just get robbed out of that because of the ego. You know what I'm saying? You created this ego that you can't uncreate. You know what I'm saying? Because you stubborn and you this and you that. Yeah, I like to step in and do some surgical work on that. Get you back right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be a better place.
If we did a Mount Rushmore of groups, including the Hot Boy, what other three groups you put out there with y'all?
Groups. Hot Boys, Goody Mob, and I had to say Outkast, bro. And the reason being they set trends, you know what I'm saying? Like just being different, like being unique. And you only say three is more than that, but those guys broke barriers and they did what they wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? And I think people that be different and do what they want to do, like that take courage. That take real like balls, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't trying to do what everybody else do. I'm gonna do what I want to do and I'm gonna make people come to me. And, you know, the Hot Boys did that. You know, it wasn't nobody else outside us. It was us. Goody Mob, you know what I'm saying? It was them. Outkast, it was them. You know what I'm saying? I think when them outsiders come in, like that's when things get messed up. Like when they came in on us, we didn't stick to what we knew. No outsiders. You feel me? Outsiders came mess things up. But you know, and outsiders still messing things up. I was just playing, but nah, it is what it is though, man, you know.
Let's close things out on this Joseph album. How long has this project been in the works?
Man, Joseph was in the works for 2 years, bro. And while I was on this tour, I was kind of like skeptical of putting it out because this album is about us. It's not a diss, it's a dismiss of all the bullshit. You feel me? Like I'm talking to you. Like I want you to hear me and hear me out and hear me clearly. Yeah, this album is about us and how I feel and how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, once you sit down and listen to it, if you listen to the people, they're going to say, man, he slick dissing y'all. I'm telling y'all I'm dismissing the bullshit. And I'm holding everybody accountable, including myself. I'm taking responsibility. You feel me? Man, look, this what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no diss, it's a dismiss. All of the he this and he that, and you gonna have a change of mind when you listen to that Joseph.
What was the first record you recorded for this project?
Man, that's hard to think. I just was doing as I was feeling, I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I know I went in the studio, man. When I did that Still on Fire record, which I was trying to get all the Hot Boys to get on, you know, and I reached out to every last one of them. And to be honest, man, Juvie was like, I don't like that word still, you know what I'm saying? Which I didn't understand, you know. And BG, you know, I don't know why he didn't get on it. He should have got on it, you know what I'm saying? And Weezy just in his zone, but I reached out to all of them, bro, because the fans was like, man, they all get on that record, you know. And I don't know if they probably thought I was dissing them on that record, but it wasn't no diss. Like I said, it's a dismiss of all the lies that was out. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm still on fire because they were trying to say, man, you only had one verse. Bro, that's a lie, bro. My discography is large. You feel me? I had some of the best verses, you know? And everybody did their thing, you know what I'm saying? But I never take nothing away from nobody else. So don't take nothing away from me. I didn't hear stuff like, this was his song, this was his moment. Nah, right now, my moment. You feel me? So nobody can take the credit. It's Joseph. It's just what it is.
Got project. Put in a verse.
Come on, man. And it's a lot of stuff you got baller blocking because I came up with that, you know. There's a lot of stuff, bro. If I sit down and I go back, go on it, you know, I came up with a lot of choruses and hooks. We all was creative in that studio, bro. You know, and if you want to be real, singles make albums go platinum. So if the Hot Boys, I Need a Hot Girl is a song that everybody on it but Juvie, but the verse that they wait on is me and Lil Wayne. But when they hear me say, I like 'em hot, that started off. It done been to the point where people try to say, well, it's really just not Turk versus Wayne. Man, they like that I like 'em hot. They like that give me a project. They like my verse on that with Wayne. You feel me? And I don't fuss about it because we created that together, but don't try to discredit something that the world have stamped and say, man, Turk. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to do that. They try to do it for whatever reason, bro. But, you know, Joseph, yeah, I had to show them I could stand on my own, hold my own. And it's when I say I have the best album, my album is better than yours, my album better than yours, my album better than yours. All the fans and the critics alike all saying, he said that and he not lying. And if you're a hater of Turk, just get an album or listen, man. Go ahead. You can go get it off my app. Get it off of whatever platform that you get it on. This is not no promo for you to go get it. I'm telling you what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna change people's mindsets for the good, bro. Because I believe God is in it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good, man. I want to shout out to my team, all the producers. You know, drummer boy on the production, Double A, DJ Swift. We got DT Space. We got Lil Duddy. Who else we got on there? Young Baller. You know what I'm saying? Northern B. Adam on the track. You know what I'm saying? And we got CeeLo on the record. We got my wife on the record. We got Alley Boy on the record. We got Young Ralph on the record. You feel me? And you know, whoever else. I think I did a lot of solo records. You know, so people can't say it only did this because of that. Man, it's my name Hot Boy Turk, but you could call me Joseph. It's my time. It took these many years for people to really like give me what I supposed to have, bro. So you can't just limit me to no verses. Being on somebody else's feature. I made records, man. 1 through 18, 1 through 17. Yeah, check it out. And I like Root Runner from last night. A&R at Def Jam. I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning and I sent him, I had been sending him records. No response. 4 o'clock in the morning, he on his way to Atlanta, coincidentally. Sent him the record. 4 o'clock in the morning, now you got time from Richmond, Virginia to Atlanta to listen. And I stood on and I screen recorded the whole time, his reactions and everything. So it's organic. He's like, man, you gave me a no skipper. You know what I'm saying? He replayed about 6 songs back to back, and he's the A&R. He get people deals. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm constantly hitting my wife like, babe, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it feel good. I know how people feel when their phones start ringing after they done made music that people like. Y'all here, you gonna call my phone. You feel me? And it just been out 7 days, you know? And of course, you don't see it all over, but it's a lot of guerrilla marketing going on. And when I tell you, like I'm here now, I've been going to different places like I'm a major label. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a matter of time that the major ears gonna hear. And with social media now, with TikTok, you can have a 15-minute spot and then I got kicked off the tour. That gave me the ring, that gave me the wings. And I'm not just gonna use that for it because the album speaks for itself. You feel me? But that made people pay attention and that made people understand. Listen to it. I understand it now because I'm Joseph too. A lot of people go through being an underdog, bro. There's more underdogs than big dogs. So, you know, Joseph.
From day one, he's been getting it how he lived, made it through some guerrilla warfare. Now young and turned. The album Joseph is available everywhere.
Young and thugging.
You cannot say Cash Money Records or Hot Boys without mentioning Turk.
Exactly.
Joseph is available now.
Exactly.
Yours truly, Incognito,
Yeah.
and Turk.
Posted on the corner.